The comment that sparked this entire video goes like this. You don't just buy a troweling machine and go start finishing concrete. And you know what? There's some truth there. Buying a machine doesn't magically transform anyone into a professional contractor, pastry artist, or packaging genius overnight. But here's the thing. While a machine doesn't instantly turn someone into a business owner, it absolutely can be the foundation of a profitable business if used with a simple plan, some persistence, and a real understanding of what customers want. So today we're going to dive deep. Can you really start a business just by buying these machines? Which ones are instant hustles, which ones need practice, and which ones can quietly turn into long-term moneymakers? This is going to be real talk. And by the end, you'll have a clear answer, because we're going through the machines one by one. No hype, no fluff. But before we dive into the machines themselves, welcome to Financia, the channel where we explore practical, low-cost business ideas designed for people who want financial freedom, flexibility, and the chance to create income streams that don't depend on a 9-to-5 job. Here, you'll find inspiration, business breakdowns, and examples of real opportunities that don't require massive investments. If you're new here and you like content that helps you think creatively about making money, then tap the subscribe button, hit like if you're enjoying the video so far, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We love reading them. Now, let's get into it. Some machines are so easy to use that you can literally unpack them, practice for an afternoon, and begin selling products or services the same week. These are what I like to call instant hustle machines. Let's start with those, because they show the clearest answer to the big question. Point number 1. Mug heat press. This machine is one of the most beginner-friendly ways to step into product personalization. A mug heat press works by transferring designs onto mugs, cups, or jars using heat and pressure. The process is simple. You load a design, place the mug, and let the machine do the work. Why is this an instant hustle? Because customized mugs are in constant demand for gifts, corporate branding, events, and online shops. You don't need to spend months training. Within a day you can produce high-quality results. And with startup costs as low as $50, it's one of the most affordable entries into physical product sales. Point number 2, pancake art printer. This one is both fun and profitable. A pancake art printer takes digital images like cartoons, logos, or even photos, and prints them directly onto pancakes using food-safe edible inks. What makes this machine powerful is the entertainment factor. You're not just selling pancakes, you're selling experiences. Birthday parties, brunch events, farmers markets, people pay for novelty, and this delivers. Startup costs begin around $120, and with just a few events, you can cover that initial spend. Point number 3. Mini popcorn machines. Few smells attract crowds like fresh popcorn. A mini popcorn machine is compact, portable, and perfect for high-traffic areas. Parks, small events, or even movie nights hosted at community centers. This isn't about selling bags of generic popcorn, it's about flavored options. Caramel, cheese, spicy, or even seasonal mixes. For around $100 to get started, you're instantly in a business that thrives wherever families and friends gather. Point number 4. Portable mini printers. These printers are versatile moneymakers. They can print text and images on almost any surface like coffee cups, clothing, packaging, or even small wooden products. Why are they considered an instant hustle? Because small businesses and individuals constantly need branding and personalization. You can sell printed products directly, or offer mobile printing services at markets and fairs. With a startup cost as low as $60, the barrier to entry is almost non-existent. Point number 5. Cake decorating machine. This tool automates the process of applying cream or icing onto cakes. Instead of spending hours piping by hand, you can create uniform professional designs quickly. Why is this powerful? Because custom cakes are among the most profitable bakery items. Even if you're working from home, people will pay top dollar for birthday, wedding, or holiday cakes. Machines start around $200, and the payoff potential is huge since every order can bring in $40 to $150 in profit. These 5 machines clearly show that, yes, you really can start a business almost immediately after buying them. They're simple, they don't demand years of expertise, and the demand for their products already exists. But let's be honest, some machines are not quite that simple. That brings us to the next category, machines that require a bit of practice before they can realistically generate consistent profits. Point number 6, concrete troweling machine. This is the machine that sparked the original comment, and the viewer was right. You don't just grab one of these and suddenly become a concrete finishing expert. A concrete troweling machine is designed to smooth and polish large areas of freshly poured concrete. It's used in construction for garages, basements, sidewalks, and commercial flooring. To use it effectively, you need to know the timing. If you start too early, the concrete is too soft. Too late, and it's too hard. You also need to learn proper control to get an even finish. So, yes, it's not instant. But here's the truth. If you already have some experience in construction, or you're willing to apprentice or practice, this machine can transform the speed and quality of your services. At around $300, it's an affordable way to make your work more professional and profitable. Point number 7, engraving machines. Engraving machines allow you to etch designs into materials like wood, glass, or metal. They're excellent for producing personalized gifts, custom jewelry, or branded merchandise. But precision matters. If you've never used engraving tools before, expect to practice. Customers want clean, accurate designs, and you'll need to experiment with settings and materials before selling. Still, for around $300 in startup cost, the potential to create high-margin products is massive. Point number 8, noodle-making machines. Homemade noodles attract food lovers everywhere. A noodle-making machine lets you produce fresh noodles with unique flavors, spinach, beetroot, or even exotic spices. But noodle production takes practice. Texture, thickness, and consistency all matter. Restaurants and markets love unique noodles, but you'll need to perfect your recipes first. Machines start around $400. And once you've mastered the process, you can sell noodles directly to consumers or even supply local restaurants. Point number 9, oil press machines. These machines extract oils from seeds like sunflower, sesame, or flax. Customers today love boutique, small-batch oils for cooking and health. But pressing oils requires knowledge of raw materials, storage, and safety. While the machine itself, priced around $500, is straightforward, the business side involves quality control and branding. It's not plug and play, but once you learn, it's a highly profitable niche. Point number 10, foil stamping machines. This is a creative tool for adding shiny metallic finishes to products like business cards, invitations, or packaging. The process looks professional and premium, but it does take trial and error to get results consistent enough for clients. At around $300, it's affordable, but expect to practice before offering paid services. Once mastered, the market for premium printed items is strong, especially with weddings, corporate events, and luxury branding. So far we've looked at machines that you can start using instantly, and machines that require some practice. But there's a third category that's especially interesting. The machines that are perfect for side hustlers. These are machines that don't just produce something, they open doors to building a personal brand, creating products you can sell online, or offering services at events. And the beauty of these machines is that they blend creativity with business. They let you stand out in markets like Etsy, Instagram shops, or local pop-up stores. Point number 11, ribbon making machine. This device prints text and designs onto ribbons, which can be used for gift wrapping, event wristbands, floral arrangements, or branding. It's an amazing side hustle tool because it allows you to sell a product that feels custom and premium with very little overhead. Machines start around $400 then, and you can easily charge more than that within your first few bulk orders. Point number 12, flower printing printer. With this machine you can print words or designs directly onto flower petals. Think about what that means. Bouquets that literally say, "Happy Birthday," or roses with a company's logo printed on them. Florists and event planners pay for this kind of personalization. Machines start around $500, and with just a few custom orders, you can make your money back. Point number 13, liquid food packaging machine. This one is ideal for anyone who makes jams, sauces, smoothies, or other liquid foods. The machine neatly fills packets with product, giving you professional packaging that customers trust. Side hustlers who love cooking or health products can use this to package goods for local markets or online sales. Machines start at $200, and the added value of professional packaging can double or triple your selling price. Point number 14, candle pouring dispenser. Candle businesses are everywhere, but quality and design separate the winners. A candle pouring dispenser helps you melt wax and pour it consistently into molds or jars. By experimenting with scents, colors, and containers, you can build a candle brand that sells on social media and at events. Machines start around $300, and margins are excellent since candles are cheap to produce and easy to market. These are the kinds of machines that don't just give you a tool, they give you a chance to create a recognizable product line, something people remember and recommend, and that's exactly what makes them perfect for side hustlers. We've covered a lot of ground so far, but now it's time to bring it all together in one clear picture. Because talking about each machine in isolation is helpful, but ranking them by accessibility shows you exactly which ones you can dive into right away, which ones might take some practice, and which ones need commitment before they really pay off. This ranking isn't about which machine is the most fun, or even which has the highest profit margins. It's about accessibility, meaning how easy it is for an everyday person, without years of training, to start making money with it. So let's go through all 26 machines, one by one, ranked from the easiest to jump into, to those that require more patience and practice. Point number 1, mug heat press. the absolute easiest starting point. For around $50, this tool allows you to create personalized mugs, cups, or jars with designs customers love. Anyone can learn in an afternoon. That makes it top of the list. Point number 2. Mini popcorn machines. Popcorn machines are cheap, starting at $100. And they sell joy. Families, kids, and events all love them. No long learning curve, just plug it in, add kernels, and start making money. Point number 3. Pancake art printer. At around $120, this one makes events more memorable instantly, perfect for parties, markets, and family gatherings. Very little practice required, so it's ranked high on accessibility. Point number 4, portable mini printers. At $60 and up, these printers let you offer instant branding services. The setup is simple, the products are in demand, and you can literally carry it in your bag. Point number 5, cake decorating machine. Baking is a massive market, and this tool helps you enter it with confidence. Around $200 gets you started, and within a week you can be producing cakes for birthdays and events. Now we move into machines that are slightly less immediate but still relatively quick to learn. Point number 6, candle pouring dispenser. Candles are popular, profitable, and creative. A dispenser at $300 makes production smoother. There's some experimenting required to master scents and designs, but it's very manageable. Point number 7, liquid food packaging machine. Selling sauces, smoothies, or jams becomes professional with this machine. At $200, it's affordable, and while you'll need to perfect recipes, the packaging is straightforward. Point number 8, ribbon making machine. Custom ribbons are in demand for events, flowers, and gifts. Machines start at $400. Easy to use, though building steady clients takes consistency. Point number 9, flower printing printer. Printing on petals is unique and catches attention. With machines starting at $500, it's a side hustle that makes floral gifts stand out. The trick lies in marketing. Point number 10, packaging machines. Compact packaging tools at around $450 let you create branded tea, coffee, or spices. The process is simple, but curating unique blends takes creativity. Now for the machines that are practical but require some training or planning before going big. Point number 11, engraving machines. Costing around $300. Engraving requires learning about materials and design settings. It's not complicated, but you'll need to practice before offering services. Point number 12, foil stamping machines. At $300 and up, these machines create premium-looking products like business cards and invitations. Some trial and error is needed, but the payoff is strong. Point number 13, can sealing machine. Priced around $300. It seals cans for drinks or specialty foods. Easy to operate, but you'll need to create products worth packaging first. Point number 14, creamed honey production machine. At $300 and up, this is more about recipe experimentation than machine complexity. Once you've created tasty variations, it's smooth sailing. Point number 15, frozen drink machines. These start around $300. They're simple to use but work best in warm climates or high traffic areas. Timing and location matter more than the machine itself. Next are machines that need specific know-how to shine. Point number 16, meat chips production machine. Dehydrators start around $100, but creating tasty, consistent meat chips requires testing recipes. Still, this market is growing fast. Point number 17, cheese coin waffle irons. At $150, this machine makes cheesy fast food coins. Fun idea. But you'll need to experiment with fillings, pricing, and presentation before building a following. Point number 18, twister dog machine. Costing as low as $10, it creates spiral potato snacks with sausages. Super affordable, but quality and flavor matter, so you'll need to refine your recipes. Point number 19, noodle making machines. Priced around $400, these machines need recipe mastery. Texture and flavor set you apart, so plan to practice before selling. Point number 20, oil press machines. At $500, these produce boutique oils. Learning about seeds, flavors, and preservation is required, but the margins are excellent once mastered. Finally, here are the machines that are the least accessible for beginners, but powerful for those willing to commit. Point number 21, concrete troweling machine. At $300, this one triggered the original comment. And it's true, you need experience with concrete before using it effectively. But for someone already in construction, it multiplies productivity. Point number 22, clothes folding machines. Starting around $30, these seem simple, but to make money, you'd need to build a laundry pickup and delivery service. That requires planning, logistics, and marketing. Point number 23, bubble wrap machines. Costing $300. This machine makes packaging material. Not glamorous, but useful for businesses doing shipping. Works best as an add-on for existing operations. Point number 24, printers for phone cases. At $500, these machines are designed for custom phone cases. Demand exists, but competition is tough, so your designs must stand out. Point number 25, embossing machines for cards. starting at $150. These machines emboss numbers or text onto plastic cards. They're useful, but the market is niche, focused on small businesses and events. Point number 26. Vending machines for electronic cigarettes. These start around $500. They include age verification features, which is important. But regulations and competition make this one the toughest for beginners. Now that we've ranked them, what's the big takeaway? It's simple. Machines don't automatically create businesses, but the right machine, matched with your interests, effort, and a touch of creativity, can become a launchpad for income and independence. So, what's the biggest misconception? People assume buying a machine equals instant profits. The truth is, it's machine plus dedication plus strategy that equals success. The good news? Some machines, like mug presses or popcorn makers, are almost instant hustles. Others require practice, but they can turn into reliable moneymakers. And here's what makes it exciting. Real-life examples show that this isn't theory. Plenty of everyday people have bought a machine, learned how to use it, and built side hustles that pay for vacations, extra bills, or even replace their jobs. So how do you choose the right one for you? Think about your strengths and interests. Do you love food and flavors? Look at pancake printers, noodle makers, or frozen drink machines. Are you into creative design? Ribbon printers, engraving tools, and foil stamping machines might be your path. More of a service-minded person? Packaging machines, folding machines, or vending machines could be your fit. It's about finding the sweet spot, where accessibility meets your enthusiasm. Because if you enjoy the process, you'll stick with it long enough to see real profits. And finally, let's circle back to the original comment. You don't just buy a troweling machine and go start finishing concrete. That's correct. Machines are tools, not magic wands. But when used with intention, they are bridges to new opportunities. So can you start a business just by buying these machines? The answer is yes, if you understand what you're getting into, if you're ready to put in the work, and if you pick the machine that matches your interest and your market. That's the truth. If this breakdown gave you ideas, make sure you like this video so it reaches more people who are looking for realistic ways to start small businesses. Subscribe to Financia Scope so you never miss another deep dive into practical, affordable opportunities. And most importantly, join the conversation in the comments. Which machine do you think is the most accessible? Which one would you try first? Your feedback might inspire another viewer to take action, and it helps build this community. And when you're ready for more, check out the other videos already here on the channel. Each one is packed with business ideas and real-world opportunities designed to help you think bigger about your financial future.